What's going on, Aries? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you another reading, another weekly reading. I hope all is well in the Aries community. I hope you guys are enjoying your birthday season, your solar return. Thank you guys for your love and support. If you're returning, thank you for the continued love and support. If you're new, welcome. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell because I post every week, all right? There's a variety of videos posted, not just the same stuff every week as far as the same video or the same spreads, but a variety of different stuff. So make sure you subscribe because if one doesn't resonate, another will. And then on top of that, you have other placements in your chart to check besides Aries. So, you know, this is a one-stop shop for you here. Let's see what we got going on for Aries here. Let's get some messages out for Aries. Happy birthday, Aries. What you do for your birthday? If you did anything dope for your birthday, let me know in the comments what you did or what you got planned. Even if you didn't do anything and you want to let me know what you did for your birthday. Like, I ain't do shit, D. Then, hey, that's what's up. Okay? But I'm curious to know what you guys got going on, what you doing, what kind of vibe you in right now. All right? Let's see. Aries energy. What's going on with my Aries? What do they need to know? What messages does Aries need to hear? All right, we're going to take these because I need more anyway. There we go. All right, Aries. What's going on with my Aries? I need 2 more cards for Aries, please. Thank you very much. All right, 1 more, please, for Aries. All right, so we definitely got some major arcana here. We have the Temperance energy, which is Sag energy. We have the Death energy, which is Scorpio. We have the Magician energy, which is Mercury. Okay, let's see what's going on with Mercury. You know, Mercury is currently in your first house. Okay, I'm glad I brought that up. Mercury's in your first house, but bust it. Let's talk about the overall energy. It's the Knight of Wands. All right, the Knight of Wands, Sag energy. So this could be some of you planning on traveling, okay, because I do see an Ace of Wands in here. And I don't see any other knights, but yeah, this could be about traveling. If not, this could just be about, you know, being hasty about something, wanting something to speed up, rushing something. This could also be about ambition and taking a risk. You know, now is a good time to take a risk as far as business is concerned, especially with Mars trining Jupiter right now. Mars is trining Jupiter, and that's a good energy for, you know, people who are creating their, you know, creating and doing business and accomplishing goals. I was just reading on that a little while ago, so it's interesting that this energy comes up here. This is all about good luck too. So for some of you, you know, taking risk right now is a good thing. All right, so this is what I'm getting as far as your overall energy. Let's see. So we got the Page of Swords here and the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Cups. So we got a lot of sword energy here. So we're looking at maybe you're doing some research or some things, trying to figure out how to bring balance to a situation. I feel like for some of you, you realize that bringing balance to a situation would mean changing your thought process and your idea about it. This could be about reaching out to a friend. This could also be about making some money. All right. So again, taking risks is a good opportunity for you right now, especially with this Mars trining Jupiter transit. This is a dope time for it. Yeah, let's see. Mercury, we got Mercury as well. Mercury is what house is Mercury in? Well, Mercury's in your first house. We just talked about that. So we have I was talking about Mars trining Jupiter. But we're not talking about Mars, but I just wanted to put that out there anyway. Now with Mercury sextiling Jupiter, because here's Mercury and Temperance is Sagittarius, but it is Jupiterian. It's ruled by Jupiterian energy. And here's more Sagittarius energy here for you. So with this being the case, this is about, you know, your curiosity. You know, the Knight of Wands is very curious. Okay, this is about wide knowledge, like open-mindedness, a broad outlook on life, you know, especially if you have a career in the arts or diplomacy, you know, where it's self-expressionism, if you're working in that type of environment, diplomatic skills. This is what Sagittarius energy is all about, all right? Being open to the glass half full, being optimistic and taking risks. And Mercury rules short distance travel, so some of you are going to be traveling locally, all right? is what I feel here. So some of you might be doing that for your birthday, traveling locally, not going too far, but you know, maybe if you're gonna take a flight, it might be an hour flight, something like that. It won't be something that's a layover or anything like that. If you're driving, it might be someplace, you know, no more than a 6 or 7 hour drive is what I'm feeling for local travel, for a lot of you. So be safe on the road, you know, use your precaution, you know, with everything that's going on. But yeah, still have fun. I don't need to tell you that. You already know. But yeah, this is about trips, you know, also far trips, you know, driving, going far away too, because I forget Sagittarius energy talks about that. We also have the Page of Wands here. So I feel like for a lot of you, traveling, maybe even moving, okay, relocating for some of you. But I feel like some of you are, you know, you're trying to decide what you want to do. There's definitely a change going on here that you have to accept the reality of. And accepting the reality of it is putting you in a place where with this Scorpio energy, the Death and the King of Cups, where you really need to be strategic about how you go about things. I see that some of you got some money coming in as well. Some of you should play the lotto, especially with this transit. Play the lotto, hit the number, go to the casino, do what you do. Maybe some of you, that's where you're going. All right, because we do end up getting the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, you spend a little money and then you get, you know, you get a payoff here. So that's for some of you. So you may want to go ahead and play the lotto. As far as work is concerned, or career is concerned, some of you, like I said, taking risks on new projects. This is a great time to do it. Some of you just need to do some research. It's very important that you plan, get all the facts, especially if you're going to be doing any type of investing. It's very important that you get all the facts, you understand everything that's going on, and then, you know, consider it. What else we getting here? Yeah, you guys are able to manifest right now. This is a good time for you to manifest, is what I'm seeing here for a lot of you. Some of you are realizing that you were in your head about some things, but you've come out of it and you realize that you gotta. I get an energy of moving. If it's not traveling, it's moving. There's a lot of moving going on in the zodiac community. Anyway, a lot of people relocating, moving, going towards what it is that they really want to do. Yeah, for some of you, you're moving. You're leaving the past behind. You know, you didn't have good luck there. Wasn't a lot of good luck, a good fortune. So you're taking an active approach to leave. Some of you, yeah. Be careful with your temper around this time as well. This is a time where people lose their temper with these transits that are going on here. Which one was it? The Mars one? Yeah, because Mars is your ruler. So you do want to be careful with your temper. I'm seeing that as well. You know, we got Pluto going into retrograde in 2 weeks. Like on the 26th is the full moon in Scorpio, and then right after that, the very next day, the 27th, is when Pluto goes into retrograde. So we're going to be in some heavy Scorpio energy. Scorpio is your sister sign, so hopefully you can benefit from this energy in some way, shape, or form. But with this Mars trine Jupiter transit, you know, you got to be careful. Your work ethic is going to be good. Being bold and confident, of course, that's Aries anyway. That would be something that you could take into consideration. But you got to be careful. All right. Try not to be so win-win. Okay. I say that because these are the 3 cards that came out right after. Strength in reverse, the Tower, and the 5 of Swords. Like this could be violence here. This is a time where, you know, people need to calm down. It's a very competitive time. It's good to be competitive, but you got to be careful not to take it too far. Okay. For some of you, it's about business. All right. With this King of Pentacles here, it's like the Strength energy in reverse, the Tower, the 5 of Swords, and then the King of Pentacles here. All right. So for some of you, taking a risk in business is a dope move right now. It definitely is. But you got to be careful of win-win situations that, you know, turn into hostilities. Okay. You got to be careful of that. You got a lot of creative energy and you got a lot of sexual energy as well. There is a channel called Mayara Healing Arts. I believe on the 17th, which is tomorrow, because I'm recording this on the 16th. She's doing a sexual manifestation class. where you will be able to learn sexual manifestation. I feel like with this energy that's coming up, especially with this heavy Scorpio energy coming up next week with the full moon in Scorpio, and then Pluto, which is Scorpio's co-ruler, going in retrograde. I feel like that can play in, and for those of you who are not intimate with anyone, you know, or whether you are in your person and you are on that page where you like to manifest, or you already practice sexual manifestation, this is a dope time for you to manifest. Really dope time. I can't express that enough. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Aries energy. Messages for Aries. Let's see what else is going on with the planets this week here. Yeah, so Mercury is actually leaving, Mercury's leaving your sign and going into Taurus. So we're going to have a couple of planets in Taurus. That's your second house. So that's about Aries. It's all about risk-taking and making money for you right now, okay? Because it's your second house. You got all these planets in there. You got Uranus going to be in there. This is starting on the 19th. You got Uranus going in there. You got the Sun. You got Venus in there up until like the 8th of May. Okay, Mercury's going there. All right, so you got like 3 or 4 planets in there within the first 2 weeks of May in your second house. So there's a lot that's going to be going on with your money making potential. You know, how you make money, or how much money you make rather. Okay, real estate investments are going to be really popping for some of you if you're into real estate. Because that's what the second house deals with. It deals with how much money you make. It deals with your personal, what you feel is important, what's valuable to you. Hold on a sec. All right. So, yeah, let's get you 2 more cards here. And we'll see what's up. Oh, that's 1 too many. I need 1 more. All right, so we got the 6 of Wands, which is Leo, the King of Cups, which is Scorpio, showing up again for you, the Page of Swords, again showing up for you, which is Libra, the Queen of Wands energy, which is Aries, which is you, and we got the 5 of Cups energy. This Scorpio energy is going to be very powerful for you, okay? So what we got situation here going on. Oh, overall energy, my bad. What did I say about the Scorpio energy? Death energy. Okay, there's a lot of transformative energy going on. We're in the energies right now. Right before a planet goes into retrograde, we have the pre-retrograde period, which we're in right now because Pluto goes in retrograde on the 27th. So 2 weeks prior to that is when you start feeling the energies. I know Scorpios are feeling it because I'm feeling it. I got a lot of Scorpio in my chart. That was the 13th. We went into the pre-retrograde energy for Pluto retrograde. All right, Pluto retrograde is going to go, the meat and potatoes of it starts on the 27th, and it goes to October 2nd. So all summer. So just like last year, all right, Pluto's in retrograde in Capricorn, just like it was last summer. Okay, when it went retrograde. Pluto is usually in retrograde for 5 months every year. It's the same type of cycle. So I did a reading for you all last year where we did Pluto, because we had a bunch of planets in retrograde. And so what I was doing for everybody was doing the retrograde planets and how it affected you in your house. Pluto, Capricorn. Capricorn is your 10th house? Yeah, Capricorn is your 10th house. So you're going to be looking at your career. You may be looking at that now about what you want to do with your career, if you want to expand, how you want to expand. But when Pluto's in retrograde, you don't want to expand anything. You don't want to grow anything. You want to, if you got projects going on, you got projects going on. But what you really want to do is it's going to have you reflect back on some of the things, some of the unresolved conflicts or unresolved issues you may have in reference to your career, specifically how you make money, okay? And what you do to make money, not how much money you make. But once you switch that around, because you're going to have all those planets in your second house as well. What is your Aries? Your 7th house is where you have all those planets. And that's the planet that's the house of partnerships. So you're going to have all of these planets in your 7th house. And then you got, that's not your 7th house. Forgive me. I'm bugging. Forgive me. Taurus is your 2nd house. You got all these planets in your 2nd house is what I'm trying to say. Your 2nd house is the money, is how much you make. But Pluto is going to be in your career house, which is what you do to make money. So a lot of you, what I was trying to say is because Pluto is going to be retrograde in the house where you are, as far as what you're known as far as how you make money, you're going to be reevaluating things. You're going to be dealing with things that is going to be power and control issues, because that's what Pluto deals with, power and control issues. So in your career, okay, there's going to be some power and control issues where you're going to have to determine how you're going to resolve those things, okay? So that's that Pluto energy here with the death energy. There's going to be definitely some transformation going on in your career sector. All right. So I feel like you definitely want to be victorious, but the challenge is, how do you go about do it? The challenge is listening to your intuition, being strategic, because this is what the Scorpio energy is about. It's being very strategic. It's also using other people's resources, okay, to get you where you need to go. Some of you are, if you're in like Scorpio rules, and I say Scorpio because you got 3 cards here that are Scorpionic energy. The overall energy, your challenge, and your outcome. Okay, all Scorpionic energy. All right. So what you would need to consider with the Scorpionic energy is being very strategic, being very, Scorpio is a very strategic energy. What you also may need to do is, if you're trying to, like, say you're in sales, or you're in a, a money driven environment like sales, the challenge is trying a different approach. Okay. Because you got to put death to the old. All right. You got to change. And so in order to change, you may want to be very strategic in your change. You may want to appeal to your clients emotionally. And I feel like once you do that, because Scorpio deals with the emotions. This is what Scorpionic energy is. So it's all about the emotions. So appealing to your clients' emotions, and maybe doing some research in how to do that, is what's going to put you ahead. That's what's going to put you in a position of power, which is where your head is at, Aries energy, right here, right? But with the 5 of Cups here, you got to be, like I said, you got to be careful, because the ambition energy is going to be super high. There could be some bloodshed, all right? Hopefully not violently, but unfortunately it could be some issues with family is what I'm feeling with that blood, okay? For some of you. All right. And then you see this guy here in the background drowning. I don't know if you see him, but this person is not even worried about him. He's worried about what he lost. So for some of you, it's going to be competitive like that. You're going to have to be careful. See, that's the challenge here. Instead of focusing on what you lost here, get this person some help out here. And that's what the Scorpio energy is about, being compassionate. See all that water? See, you're on land and you're not even thinking about what's going on with other people's emotions and feelings. You're hurting other people's emotions and feelings, spilling blood. You got to be careful. Don't be so ruthless. All right? That's what I'm getting for some of you. Not to be so ruthless. It's like I feel an energy of win at all costs. You can win, but you have to be a little bit more considerate of other people's feelings. You will maintain control. I know that's what you want, because of your queen energy. That's your emotions and your feelings. You want to maintain control at all costs. And so there will be bloodshed as far as competitors and things like that. I do get that. But don't be so cold and unempathetic to your customers, or to your clients, or to your colleagues and your co-workers. Right? You don't want to get to the point where they don't want to work with you. I mean, even though you don't give a shit anyway, but no man can, what's the saying about a man being an island? Like, you still need to work with people. You still need to connect with people. You still need to collaborate with people from time to time. Even if you have your own business and you're an entrepreneur, or you have your own team, you still have to work with them. So you got to be a little careful here, because this energy right now is energy that's going to be very competitive. All right. So what we're going to do in the extended is we're going to go into this. We're going to clarify these a little bit more here, find out what's going on. So before we do that, let's take a look at the top 5 cards and see what's up. Now, this could be in love as well. You may have to be very careful when it comes to relationships here. This is a time where people are going to be dating. A lot of people are coming out of relationships right now. They're still healing. There's a lot of emotional healing that needs to be done. So, some of you may be feeling it as well. You may have come out of relationships and you're still healing as well. And, people still want to be intimate. They still want to connect. So just keep in mind that, you just want to be careful not to just do people dirty. Let people know, look, I'm not interested in anything serious, but I do want to have fun. I don't mind being intimate with you, but again, I don't want to be tied down. Look how simple that was for me to say that. And Aries, you already know it. I already know you do it, but I'm talking to I'm talking to crossword watchers as well. But Aries is usually pretty upfront, and they let you know what time it is, and they're not really afraid to tell you what time it is, right? But there's a change coming, or there's some type of change you're going to need to make. It may put you in a position where you may feel like all hope is lost, but the reality is that you got to get rid of that toxic energy that's around you with the devil energy in reverse. Once you do that, you'll be very successful. And I feel like for some of you, you being successful means, you'll be able to save money, you'll be able to make money, and you got to watch your back. It's like I said, it's very competitive out here. Actually, these should be read upright. So we got four major arcana here for you. So there's some major changes that are going to be going on for you, Aries. You're probably already feeling the energy, okay? With that Pluto energy in retrograde, number one. All right, some of you are going through a healing. Definitely going through a healing stage. It could be because there was a major transformation in reference to a relationship or your career. Something changed, or it will change. And you will have to heal from it, and you will have to move forward. Okay, it's not something that you would be able to go back to, because number one, with the death energy here and the star energy, this is something that could have been very painful for you, especially when we got the devil energy here and the sun. But I feel you will be successful because you are a warrior. So you're going to be successful, but you are going to have to protect yourself and protect your assets moving forward. Okay. So yeah, we're going to go to the extended and get a little bit more clarity on this and see what other messages we get out of this for you, and we'll get you some advice. So that's been your reading for this week, Aries. If this resonated as is, let me know by clicking the like button. And if you want to leave a comment about how it resonates, please do. Other than that, I guess I'll see you guys in the extended or in the next reading. Deuces.